I'm David, and I was the first son.
I'm Nathan. I was the second son.
I'm Trinity. I was the first girl, the young version.
And I'm Jonathan. I was Adam, the first man.
Okay, I'm going to turn it to the audience first. Go for it.
Why did none of them have names? See, this is where it's tough because I don't want to explain anything. Why do you think they didn't have names? I wasn't great. Zing! No, I've done that before. I like the idea of building so much nuance into characters and then stripping away the names because in the end the name doesn't really mean anything. That's just my own weird little thing that I do. It's not every film I do, but some of them. And I also was being somewhat subtle about the source material, though then I advertise exactly what it is, so it's not that subtle. But we have something over there? Yep. What was in the other house? Thoughts?
He's not going to give anything away. You just got...
Yeah, Pat in the back. So a lot of the film, obviously there's a lot of mystery built in. The ending is, it almost is a choose your own adventure. Half of the audience is going to say that the rains are coming and they're going to wash them all away and that's the end of mankind. And the other half will say, you know, it'll pass. Like he said, you know, we're good. We're going to press through our difficulties and deal with it. What do you guys think?
I mean, yeah, I took it as like the rain will pass and they're just going to keep going. Humanity's going to keep going.
What he said.
Yeah, pretty much everything will work itself out.
I thought it was a good ending for both sides. There's that air of fake hope, if you want, that the first man or myself give to the child at that point, that the rain will pass, even though he was just told that there's a chance that it will not, and it'll just keep raining for the rest of their lives. And then I think it also just gives a nice little hope, because I think the whole film is kind of up and down with cynicism and with, is this right, is this wrong, and in the end it kind of just ends on a, you know, it doesn't matter, it'll just kind of pass through.
More for us?
Well, and just to touch further on let's not be being lazy. You know, most of the films I see, I love, I enjoy. We have a dollar theater in Orlando, I see them all for $1. So it doesn't matter what it is, I'll watch it for $1. And I enjoy most of them, you know, I go in open-minded, I enjoy them, and then I walk away and I never think about them again. Because most films in modern Western cinema tell you everything. They tell you exactly how you're supposed to feel, they tell you exactly what the message is you're supposed to walk away with, and it's done and it's pat and you're done. Movies that I find stick with me are movies that I'm chewing on a day or two later and I'm still figuring out and I'm still processing. You know, and we've shown this other places. We just showed it in Oklahoma a few weeks ago, you know, and they didn't roll the whole credits. They just launched right into the Q&A and everyone was just still processing, and they're like, well, hold on, give us a second. Okay, now we're ready with questions. And, you know, that means hopefully that I've engaged some aspect of thought and feeling.
Sounds like a very loud crowd out there. But there was a question right here. Yes.
So she thought they were the former attempts by God at creating humanity. What do you all think? That seems like it makes sense.
I got one for you.
Yes.
Why this story now?
You know, a lot of it comes down to, you know, the idea of at the end basically God saying, all right, your turn. You figure it out. We're kind of, I think a lot of us feel we're at a point where we can do something about all the problems that are swirling around us, or we can keep kind of pressing blindly on and hoping that everything goes away, which obviously is not happening. And so that was kind of my way of crystallizing that, using kind of the first people to say, you know, this is something it's been in our hands for a while, what are we gonna do about it? In a very obtuse, artsy way. Yes?
I thought when he said it'll pass, it meant that their group was done and they failed, and now it sounded like I wasn't even trying anymore. But that's what I took away from it'll pass. Who was the girl in the woods? What did that work?
Oh, always the question, who's the
There's
woman in
always
the
a
woods? Temptation, Satan. I've heard all of these before.
Folks, we will, hopefully Tim will be able to spend a little time
Yeah.
out in the.
And real quick, I
lobby.
want to shout out before we go.
Yes.
We got our phenomenal makeup artist is here from Tampa. Stick your hand up. We had the age characters 20 years, and hopefully you didn't notice. That's the idea. It was one of the biggest challenges. Like, can I do this? And it's obviously it's not me doing it, it's her doing it. You know, and you just hopefully accepted that they're aging, but that was her work. So kudos. And we have Sarah, who was one of our shooters, and she directed the excellent Jedi last night. If any of you saw that, who else am I missing? Cindy's doing my social media, yes. Anyone else from the cast crew? Oh, Michael, who was the dead body. Way to go, Michael. Andy's Jonathan's brother, so we wanted someone to look like Jonathan, so we brought his brother and made him sit there dead for like hours at a time. Thanks, Michael.
And I want to remind everybody that if Echoes, so we'll make sure you remember the name, if Echoes was your favorite film and you want to let us know on social media, because we will be awarding an audience favorite, and tomorrow is the end of the festival, so you gotta get your votes out there.
And thank you so much for coming.
Thanks
and
for
supporting
joining
Independent
us.
Film. Everyone, if you want to talk, be on the